Hi everyone, this is Kate. I am here to show you a planner walkthrough today. This is the Emily Lay Simplified Daily Academic Planner, and I've got an Erin Condren planning pouch on top, and then underneath I have an Erin Condren notebook that I use, and these two things together keep me organized for my whole year, and so I want to do a walkthrough to show you how I use both. I'm going to put the notebook aside while we look through the planner. I do have a planner band on there, so I'll take that off for now, but I do like the band so that I can just keep everything together and everything organized, and nothing's falling out of my planner. Those bands are great to just keep everything in place and keep the planner closed. And then I do have a planning pack on top. This is an Erin Condren product. I do use Erin Condren and Emily Lay together. So in this planning pack, I have a few markers. These are the pens that I prefer to use, the Erin Condren dual tipped markers. I'll have at least the 3 colors that I always use, and sometimes a few other colors that I throw in, so I always have my pens in there. I also have the stylized sticky corner pockets, and I'll show you how I use those within the planner. And then I like to have just a few stickers. I have some daily dots that I keep in there, so that I always have some stickers on the go just in case I need them. So that's what's in my planning pack. I love that the band slips over the cover of your planner, so it's very easily always with your planner, because I do always just throw mine in my bag and go. That's first. So now let's get into the planner and how I use it. So do a walkthrough. There is a front cover pocket. I keep a few things in there. I keep a sheet of the Erin Condren sticky notes. I like to have sticky notes on me at all times in case something's not set in stone or I just need to write something down real quick. I have all those notes. I love them for this year. I wasn't too thrilled with the Woven Wonder pattern to begin with, but now I really like it, and I love that this sheet doesn't have really dark colors. There's a lot of white space. Even the colors are light enough to where you can really see what you're writing. Everything shows up very well. I feel like last year with the painted petals, even though they were beautiful, I had some that weren't quite as functional because the color was so dark on them that you couldn't see what you wrote. But all these are very functional, so I like having those, and they're very thin. If you can see just how thin this is, and fits in the pocket perfectly. I cut off the coil that was along the bottom because the coil connectors for Erin Condren don't fit on the wire O for Emily Lay, but it does fit in the pocket perfectly. So I have that on me always. And then I also have just a little notebook. Now this is the Emily Lay pineapple, the tiny pineapples in gold. I don't know if you can pick up that this is gold foil, the little pineapples, but it's beautiful. And within that notebook, I just have my notes for the year. I start with a table of contents and number the pages. So as I go, if I need my little notebook on the go, I need to jot something down, I'll number that page as 3, put whatever my notes are, put a header, take my notes, and then I'll go back to the table of contents and add page 3 and whatever it was that I wrote there, so that I always have that organized. And so this is always on me, and always in the front cover of this notebook, just in case all I have on me is my planner and I need to take notes for something and I wasn't expecting to. I do have that. So those are the 2 things that I keep always in that front corner pocket. And I do want to do a planner walkthrough so you guys can see how I use mine. The planners do come with this set of stickers coiled in, and it's on the first page when you buy it. That's how it looks. I cut it out because I don't like having the stickers as the first thing, and I don't feel like these stickers are functional enough to need to have on me always. So I do have them in my sticker box. So I take those out. And then the first page for me is just the title page. I put a sticky note to cover my email and phone number because I do put those there in case, God forbid, I were to lose my planner. You can see my Instagram handle here at KatieJPlans, that you can see. So I just have the title page. As we walk through, there's a note from Emily Lay and a little bit about her company. I like to read those when I get started. And then we go into the process of simplifying and how to use your simplified planner. So I definitely encourage everybody to read those pages as you get into your simplified planner. Then you have a calendar for 2018 and a calendar for 2019. I don't use these pages a whole lot, but I do use them to look at my daughter's school calendar. So I have school holidays, teacher work days, parent conferences, the big things, and as other things are announced throughout the year, I'll add other dots to it. But this way I can just very quickly glance at the school calendar and see when she's out, when there's meetings at the school, that sort of thing. So there's how I use the yearly overview. You have lists of holidays for both years, which is very handy to refer to. Then you get into simplified prep work, what worked last year, what didn't work last year, ideas for new routines, and ideas for healthy habits, which I've gone ahead and done. There's a page for simplified prep work for your weekly routines, which I still need to kind of write those out. Most of ours Monday through Friday are the same, so I'm still trying to decide how exactly I'm going to use this page. The next page is for your daily routines, your morning routine, and your evening routine, so I have written those down. There's a simplified prep work simplicity challenge page, and that's usually in the spring, so I will use that page then, and I will add these tasks to my daily pages and make a plan to really get them all done, but I haven't done anything with that page yet. The next page originally was a yearly bucket list, but since I use the power sheets for goal setting, I feel like that really has my big yearly goals and things that I want to do there. So I have actually changed this page, which you can do really easy with stickers, some washi, and I've made it a yearly reading list, and I'm going to write down the books that I've read in 2018-19. It's a big goal of mine to read more, at least 1 to 2 books a month, and this way I'll have a list, and at the end of the year, I'll be able to see everything that I've read. So I did change the functionality of that page to fit more of what I wanted. And then you go right into your monthly spread. I'll move this page marker for now so you can see the whole month. There is last month and next month tiny at the top so that you can see, and then you just have the monthly spread. I don't use the monthly spread for a whole lot. Mostly what I use it for is writing down time off from work, so anything that I would have to take sick hours or vacation hours, and then our weekend plans so that I can at a glance see what weekends we have free, what time we have coming up that we can just spend a weekend at home. It's a goal of mine for this year to have one unplanned weekend where we're just at home with no plans and get some family time. But for August, so far, I haven't made plans, so I don't really have anything on that, but I can show you a little example, kind of what I was talking about. In November, I do have a day scheduled off already. So you can see I just put a dot. I'm using pink for vacation. I just have a vacation day and then Y. And so then anything that I would put like in the system at work as far as requesting time off will be there on my monthly layout. I can see it. I want to walk you through a couple months so you can see how I set things up and how I use my planner. So flip over to the first page, and the first couple things you'll notice are my page markers. I do have the page marker that matches the cover of my planner, and I like to keep it on the side so that when I'm looking at my planner from the side, I can see where today is and flip to it really easily. I know a lot of people like it at the top, but I like it at the side. And if I had anything in those hours, I could put it, you know, wherever I wanted on the page so that I can very easily flip to it. Since this is the first day of the planner, I went ahead and did a little bit of a spread, put some stickers on there, things that I like. The other page marker that I have is this little tiny Erin Condren one that just says to do, and I always keep that on Monday of the week. So this page marker will move to whatever day it currently is, and this page marker stays on Monday because I have a Monday to-do list that I use pretty much for the week. The other to-do lists throughout the week, I will put things that have to be done specifically that day, but usually I have a weekly to-do list, and I organize it using 3 colors. So I start with black for work, and I'll start at the top, and I will actually like highlight the little circle. If you can see, there's little tiny circles on the to-do task, but sometimes they take more than one line to write. So wherever I want to check it off, I will just color around that circle, and I start from the top for my work to-do list and use black. And then I will use gray for tasks that would be nice to have done this week, but it doesn't necessarily have to be done this week, but it's still on my work to-do list. So black has to be done this week, and gray, it would be nice if it was, but it can move to next week. And then I start at the bottom and use pink for my personal to-do list. Like I said, I went ahead and decorated this page because it's the first day in the planner, so I wanted to have kind of a move-in page. Normally, on Monday of each week, I will pick a sticker that is an inspirational quote or something to really get me motivated and in the right frame of mind for the week, and I'll put that down where I have the Start Here sticker. I love that this year Emily Lay took the line away. There was a line that went right here, and that line is no longer there, so you can really use this space however you want. Right before the start of a new month, I'll put my Power Sheets prep sticker, so I always have that. You can see I have a few appointments in here so far. I do go ahead and put a flag sticker and use pen to put things that are in stone. Those are appointments that are happening. And then I use little sticky flags for things that maybe are not in stone yet or might move. So I'll walk you through my August. I always put a bills due sticker. I pay all my bills at the beginning of the month since we're paid once a month. So usually on the 3rd or 4th to hit that due date. All the bills are due starting the 5th. So I go ahead and pay it right before that. And then I usually like to do a little flag or a circle or something to make things stand out. For all the orientation sessions for a university, I've used circles with little Erin Condren asterisks, and those stand out. And like this has a time as TBA, so it's on a sticky note right now, and I'll put a flag and put it on whatever the time is for that day once I know for sure. So I don't have a whole lot planned for August yet, so you can see a totally blank spread that each page has one day. It goes from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., has a to-do list, and then has the note space. And then there is space up here that you can use for whatever you want as far as a heading for your day. So I put like birthdays and things like that up there. So if we continue to walk through August, you can see that Saturday and Sunday share a page, and there's already a Sunday weekly prep list for planning meals, tidying up, writing tasks or appointments for the week, and then fill your tank, enjoy what matters most. Here you can see how I use those corner pockets. These are like sticky notes so they can move. This is an Erin Condren product. I like it to be able to stick anything in my planner that I need for that day, but it's maybe not a sticker or something like that. So invitations or appointment cards, things like that, I'll stick in those. I'm using navy flags for the university that I work with, and then yellow for my daughter's school, so that those schedules are already in my planner and I can have those color coordinated. And then for the class that I teach, I'm using a green dot, and so you'll see every Tuesday and Thursday moving forward for the semester, there's my class, and on the first day I have the class information. So moving through August, there's class again. Not a whole lot planned yet. I'll flip through that quickly. We're not going to go through every page, of course, but we'll look at August and some of September. So there's another monthly spread. I haven't put anything on that yet for September, but you can see on August 31st, so as we head into September, I have my Power Sheets prep. And so there's my daughter's school and my school color-coded, bills due again, my class. You can kind of see the things that I already have set up in my planner that are constants. And then I already have birthdays in my planner. So here's one birthday. And then put my birthday pictures that are already planned, so things that we already have planned we know are going to happen are already in my calendar. To show you an example of how I'm using the different colors for school, there are some things that are ongoing, like Thanksgiving break. So you can see for my daughter's school, she's on Thanksgiving break this week, and that's yellow, and then I have a corresponding yellow washi tape that just goes across the top of the page. And then our school, the university where I work, is in the Navy, but offices are open, so I will be at work, so I didn't do washi on those days. I just made a note for when offices will be closed starting then. So you can see kind of how I do that. And that's really how I use the planner. It goes all the way through until you get to July. And then your last page is the end of the year. It's actually August 1st because the way the pages worked out. So it just goes through the end of the year and then it stops. There's not notes pages at the back or anything like that. I do use this back blank page for Add to 2019-2020 planner. So anything that will happen after August 1st when I switch into the new planner, I'll go ahead and just start a running list. And so I have it written down so I won't forget appointments. And then as soon as I get my 2019-2020 planner, I can just transfer everything in. So that's how I use my daily planner. So there's my Simplified planner. I went with a happy stripe this year. I think it's beautiful and everything coordinates with it. And then the other thing I use in addition to my planner is an Erin Condren notebook, and I've chosen the productivity layout. I think that that works really well for what I use it for. I do have another band on it. These bands come in packs of 2, so my bands do match, the one for my planner and the one for my notebook. I have this dashboard in here. I'm not quite sure if I'm really going to use the dashboard in my notebook, but I did go ahead and stick it in because I think it's really pretty, and I'll see if I can find a way to really use it functionally. It has a top priorities and a habit tracker, and then just Monday through Sunday, so some wet erase or dry erase space. I have my title page, which I forgot to cover up my email and phone number, so ignore that. The first page I do have a page marker so that I always know where I am in my notebook, and I use this notebook for every meeting, everything for the whole year. so that I have all my notes in one place. And so I have started another table of contents just like I did for the tiny notebook. This is what I take to meetings, to committee work, to if I meet with a student, if I have a training, anything like that, if I go to a conference, all my notes are in one notebook for the whole year. Sometimes I need to switch into a second notebook. Usually one will do it. If I do need to switch into a second one, I just make a note at the end. So again, I have pages numbered, and then as I start writing in it, I will add things to the table of contents. I do love this productivity layout on the paper because I can take notes at the meeting, and then over here I can make to-do list space. So I don't have to go back through and rewrite any of my notes at all because I have all my notes from the meeting and then the tasks that I come away needing to take care of. Then I can transfer those into my planner on my weekly or daily to-do lists. And so that is how I stay organized throughout the whole year using my Simplified planner and my Erin Condren notebook. And of course, I'll have the planning pack on top, and that's how I use it and keep everything organized. So thanks for watching a little walkthrough with me, and as the planner fills up, I might do a plan with me video later in the year. But hopefully that's given you some good ideas for how you can organize your own planner and have your year all in one spot and really organized and ready to go for your academic year. So bye!